Okay, guess what's happened? We have the shrimp. They arrived today, this is just a minute ago. Extremely well packaged. That is incredible. I'm going to put a link to description to these guys because I've used them so many times, I've never had a problem. But what we're going to do is we're going to open it up and have a look inside. Wow, they were so well wrapped. We've got newspaper. There's no heat packs in here. However, shrimp do have a tolerance to temperatures. And that. Sorry about the shadows, guys. But look at that. Nice little bit of information for them as well. And there is so much wrapping in here. I'm going to turn this camera off and get them unwrapped completely. Okay, looks like I'm doing past the parcel. So far I've had 3 different coverings on these. I'm assuming that this is it. I ordered 20, so I think they give 3 extra, which sort of covers you for any losses. And we don't want losses, do we? I'm still unwrapping. They've done a fantastic job of ensuring safeguarding the shrimp to come here. It is fantastic to see. These guys really do take care. I'm now opening up what can only be said is another parcel. Now, be very gentle with this one because I'm pretty sure this was to protect them in transit. This is nuts. Here they are. They are some good looking shrimp. Now, because they're cold and a bit stressed, they're not going to colour up until they get them into a tank. Now, the way I do, it looks like we might have one dead one. Just there. Oh no, it's moving, it's moving. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I drip acclimate. I'm going to link a video of someone who's done a shrimp tank before on the acclimation of shrimp. I do it slightly different, but the process is the same. These are quite cold. So what I'm going to do is put them on top of the tank, then I'm going to put them in the tank in the bag, just to get them up to temperature. And then I'm going to drip acclimate them. Now, I have actually set this tank up exactly the same as the tank that they come out of. So hopefully we'll have no issues. And I'm going to put the plants in as well at the same time. Okay, let's get these ready. Okay, so they're getting nice and warm. I've taken the sponge filter out of the Tetra 105. I'll replace that with a bigger one, by the way, because I'm going to seed that for a new tank. That's the only downside, the bubbling. There is a cure for it, but to be honest, I'm not that worried. It's going to stay in there. It's going to be in there for about a month. This is still floating around. So I contacted them. They told me to put a big stone on it until it sinks, because the sponge is actually heavier than water. We'll see. I haven't put the plants in yet. The wood still needs acclimatising to its new environment because it floats. But these are all the pitfalls of setting up a shrimp tank. Now, these guys are doing all right. I'm very chuffed the way they've turned out. I've got the filter that we've done a review on because I want to try that out. At the moment, there is a couple of issues with it. And the first issue I have with it is this is not directional. So I've had to turn it that way, but we'll see, that's not a biggie. The heater, let's see what we got. As you can see, I think, can't really see it, can you? What a shame. Ah, there you go. It's got a thermometer as well as a heater built in, so that's cool. So, oh, here we go. There you go, little fellas. All alive, very impressed. Okay, so I'm going to do the acclimatisation. That takes a while. I do it over about 2 hours, and I'm going to put the plants in as well. There's not going to be many plants in this because the ordered plants that I've ordered haven't turned up yet, so which is a bit inconvenient. So I'm going to take something out of the other tank, see where we get with that. Okay, in there we've got some Java fern, which is attached there, as you can see. And around the back here, we've got a very small As you can see that at all actually. Anubias, a little clay pot. And these guys are nearly up to temperature. The bags are still a bit cold. I did get some bloody duckweed in there which I didn't want, but still, there you go. So in about 15 minutes I'm going to acclimatise these, and by the magic of editing they'll be in the tank with any luck. It's now 8:15 in the morning. That's still floating. And of course we might make some changes later on. That's the good thing about this hobby. Okay guys, finally done. There are some particulates in there. Every shrimp survives, so I'm going to put a link for these guys. I've used them before, never had an issue. And as you can see, they're well packaged. We've got Java in there, Nubius, and some Christmas moss. It does come with some little plants, but I didn't originally put them in, and then I thought, you know what, they were feeding off it, so I'm going to put that in familiarity. This finally sunk, and I'll give you a little tip. They don't normally sink. Put a stone on top of them, leave them for 2-3 days, that's what happens. The reason it looks a little bit cloudy in there at the moment, and you can see little particulates around, is because of this stuff. The white balls are the one on the left. As you can see, they're called pearls, and the particulates are just down to the Bacter AE, which will give them a slime on the tank, which they feed off. And they're all looking fantastic. Very, very happy with everything, the way it's turned out. Thank you very much for showing your colours. Now, they are a little bit dull at the moment. That is completely natural, purely based on the fact that they've been stressed out. So I've turned the light on just to show you guys. Oh, and there goes the other bit of wood. There you go. It's got to become sodden before it'll sink. That one's still underneath that, and there will be a change around. But all 23 shrimp survived. They're having a little bit of a munch. So I'm going to turn the light off now. And I'm going to put some links in the description of everyone that's helped me out on this project. And I believe it's looking fantastic. This isn't going to be in here forever, by the way. This is purely to get it working. And there you go. Happy, happy shrimp. They are very happy. So there's some of the dark and that. Guys, thanks for watching this series. We'll be doing a new one soon.